history of it, and any activity that you've noticed or?
The property has been in the family since when? 1823
Yeah.
Oh
was
wow.
when the family purchased the property. Um, the first house, they think, was over where my little tractor shed is. There was a chicken coop there for years and years and years, and they think that may have been the actual first dwelling. And then they built the house that everybody knew, basically. It burned down in 1979 with great uncle in it. Uncle Lieber, he was in the house and it burned down. He died in the house, and he was 79 when the house burned down.
And he lived here, obviously.
He lived here. He grew up here. He was born in up in Queenstown somewhere, I think. Him and my grandmother and great aunt. They were 3 siblings. But it's been in the family for 202 years now. I made the deal to acquire the property in 2003 and started building the house in 2006. So the house is 19 years old now, I guess.
Okay.
So I don't know if the house is haunted. There might be something here. I don't know. I've only ever had one real instance where something has made me think.
That possibly something could be.
Yep.
There's probably more happening that you're not really aware of either, right?
It could be. Could
Yeah.
be, yep. I do know that there are 2 infant children buried here somewhere
Okay, on the property.
on the property because they died in infancy, and
Relatives of yours?
yep, when they passed, there was no hospitals handy, and I don't know if half the churches in the countryside were even
Yeah.
built by then.
Yeah, probably not.
And
Um,
it's tradition, in the 19th century anyway. Okay, families just buried on the property.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of places that have like family burial plots on
Yeah.
their land,
but
right?
we don't know where they are here, is the thing. And
Okay.
where are they buried at, Aunt Phoebe? Oh, under an apple tree.
Okay, well, there's a few of those.
Yeah.
So when I got the place, there was close to 40 apple trees on the property, and there used to be an apple orchard out there, but then there's apple trees below the house and apple
Right.
trees in the front lawn. There's only a few that are actually big enough to be old enough to have had. It was great-grandmother's, 2 of her uncles is who it was, and great-grandmother was born in 1899.
Okay.
So it would have been 2 of her infant uncles passed. I asked Mom one time how many people would have passed in the house that was here, and she had figured it to 11 people.
Yeah, because that's what.
Nobody went to hospitals for palliative
No,
care.
and they always held like their funerals
They
were in
always had
parlors
wakes.
in the house,
Yep.
their
You always
wakes
had
in the
your wake
house,
there.
and
Yep.
yeah.
So the only instance that's really alarmed me at all, made me question anything, was I've been building the house since 2006, but I only moved into it about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. I've been staying at Mom and Dad's place forever and just tinkering away and working away. I call it the hobby house.
Yeah.
So, but over the years, I used to camp out here in the summertime and come over in the wintertime once in a while and camp out. So me and a girlfriend, ex-girlfriend at the time, ex-girlfriend now, but at the time she was current. So we were camped out upstairs, and camped out basically is all it was, because there was no working plumbing in the house and no hydro in the house. So long about, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning, nature calls. Well, there's no outhouse here and no working toilet, so down the stairs I go and out the front door, do the business, but leave the door open. So as I turn around and I come back inside, I can hear footsteps going from the top of the stairs to the front of the house into the bedroom.
Okay.
And when I come upstairs to ask her if she was wanting to go outside for anything, she was stone cold asleep.
Okay. Interesting.
So now you know when you're sleeping next to somebody and they fall asleep,
Yep.
you can tell immediately the change in their breathing.
Yes. 100%.
That's what
yeah.
her breathing was.
Okay.
And I looked at her and asked her, and her eyes never flickered.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah. She was out.
So that's the only instance that I have really felt uneasy about.
Okay.
But I do know, like I said, that there are 2 infants here buried, and there's been 11 people die here over the years.
Okay.
And I mean, I do readings.
I was gonna say I was
And-
I
and
was
the
coming
house-
to you next. Don't you worry.
Yeah, because, I know that they're up there in my sitting room
Yeah.
hanging out, but they don't do anything. They're not related to anybody who comes to get readings, so, they just
They're just hanging out.
check.
Have you had any experiences other than like intuition wise?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I've had people say my name, but they've never answered, when I'm It's like, what, you know, because of course,
You just hear it kind of.
yeah, just,
Yeah.
Or,
So maybe
you know,
we can
hey,
do
you.
Spirit Box tonight. We can try that. I have my. Yep. We'll try that for a bit. We don't have to do an Essos. We could just have it live.
Yeah, I think so too. Also, too, we brought the
Do
portal.
the portal.
The
yeah.
portal is the big
Yeah.
thing that's going to capture that.
And I mean, and there's a lot of antiques in the house too.
Yeah, so there
which
might be
are
something
family
attached.
antiques.
Yeah.
There are some family antiques that have been here forever and a day. The original, like I said, the original house burned down. There are some portraits at Mom and Dad's place across the valley, big oval framed ones,
Yep.
gold framed. So there's those hanging in their hallway that they weren't in the house when it burned down. I've got the original spool bed up in the attic. That was in the old barn when the house burned down, and I've got the original old parlor stove set up in the attic. That was in the house when it burned down.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Might be a good night. Might freak you out a little bit. Does that stuff scare you, or no? You're cool with it. It'd be family related anyway, right? So.
I remember Uncle Eber. His name was Eberhopper. He used to love to go berry picking, but he said too many berries went up in the hopper.
Yeah.
The neighborhood kids, the Bonnies up next door, they grew up next to him. He loved kids. Very personable old guy. He was an old man, is what he was. He was 79 or 80 when he passed, when the house burned down. And he was great-grandmother's only older brother. And if there's anybody here,
It'd be him.
there'd be nobody wishing any ill will
Right.
to anybody, because I'm here looking after the
Right,
property,
and
and I'm
it's
doing the exact
your
same thing
family,
they were. And
generations, right? Yeah.
And nobody was ever mean or ugly or cruel towards people, or
Yeah.
sneaky or low-handed or nothing like that. So,
Yeah.
so if there is anything here, it's just making itself known.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned. So.
Perfect.
I mean, you know, and houses, of course, have creaks and things.
Oh yeah,
But, I mean,
you get to know them. You
Oh,
get to
yeah.
know your houses, like noises and stuff that it makes.
Yeah.
So if it's something that's outside of the norm, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, but that kind of stuff doesn't freak me out anyway. I'm like, ooh,
Oh yeah, you're like us. You
Please.
love it.
please come say hi.
Yeah.
We're all good for that.
Awesome. All right.
Good.
I don't know which one that is.
The one in Matthew's room, because that's right up there.
Okay, I am recording now.
Okay.
He doesn't want to be in any of the videos, so make sure
Yep.
you don't get his face.
Gotcha.
We'll
Blurred,
just hear his voice.
blurred out it is.
Yeah. Well, it would be certainly interesting if, you know, all kinds of things went off in here.
I know, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Can you make something go off in here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks. What about touching that antenna on that funny looking round thing?
See where the red light is? If
Yeah.
you touch that, you can make it light up to green. Uncle Eber, we have a piece of equipment downstairs that's made out of an old radio. Will you use that for us tonight? That's her.
Yes.
Okay, you can ask her a question.
Uncle Eber, are you here when I do readings? Do you come in and sit in with me while I do my readings?
Do you hear that?
You hear that? That
Thanks.
thumping?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right there.
Right there.
It's a footstep.
Yeah, it's footsteps.
Things. Pendulum says yes.
I knew something. I seen the thing go off.
Yeah, I do. I should too.
Yeah.
How old were you when you've last seen the house?
That was me coughing.
That was good footsteps. Should do another round of that.
one more round?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna
Okay.
think of a question. Hang on. Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Do you like what Matthew has done with this house?
Uncle Eber, Matthew's thinking about getting some farm animals. What type should he get first?
Can you tell me which is your favorite room, please? I didn't watch the bars that time, but
So that's temperature fluctuation,
Yeah.
that little light?
yeah.
I mean, it's been going crazy.
Yeah. Do you like what Matthew has done with this house? Oh,
What was that?
did you hear that?
Oh. What was that?
I don't know what it's saying. There's definitely a voice.
Yeah.
Run and hide?
On the right?
On the right.
Or is he saying he's all right? It's all right? Because you asked him, does he like what he's done with the house?
Get on the right is what I'm hearing.
Oh, I hear beautiful, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's what it is.
That's
Beautiful
exactly
right.
what it is.
Good
Can
job,
you hear it?
Matthew.
Can you?
Do you hear him?
Here, all right.
Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Does that amaze you? Yeah. Secret. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard something. Secret.
Secret.
Uncle
Eber. There
Oh,
was
sorry.
something right before you talked too.
Uncle Eber, Matthew's.
Sounded like just a breath, like a.
Uncle Eber, Matthew's
Could be you
thinking
breathing
about
in.
getting some farm animals. What type should he get first? What type should he get first?
Can you tell me which is your favorite room, please?
I don't know how to take all that. Because beautiful, right?
After I asked, "Are you happy with what he's done with the house?"
So if you go back through this video, I was walking up the stairs. I was just mentioning it because I want to show my wife here. This house is incredible. I said, beautiful, right? It's like it mocked me.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing because I had already said it. Anyway, that was pretty cool.
Grape and Phoebe tell Mom a story about seeing her dead mother. And she woke up one night and looked at the foot of the bed and saw her mother standing there. Her mother had been dead for years.
Wow.
And she said she knew she was a ghost because she could see the curtains behind her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Her mother had a very, very worried look on her face. And she said, "What's wrong, Mama?" And her mother said, "Watch out for Eber." Because Eber had been going through a very rough time with a divorce. And I don't know who all Aunt Phoebe would tell that story to besides Mom. But Aunt Phoebe taught Sunday school for years and was salt of the earth and pillar of the community and was not prone to exaggerate.
Hmm.
Very, very down to earth.
Shall we move upstairs?
Sorry, I recorded you talking
Doesn't matter.
to see if we could get anything.
Good idea. You know, I think we should do up here is an EVP session. Seems to be a hot spot. Is it gone?
It's only when I
No,
touch it
there
with
it
my
is.
right hand. Watch. That's temperature.
Yeah, Mike.
And watch. So is that 7, 8? $28.
It's weird.
I'm guessing maybe they're right-handed.
0.
That's weird. Are you using a vet as a conductor?
Am I okay to sit down on this bed?
Yeah, go ahead. Might get some cat hair on you.
That's okay. I have 2 dogs.
You're really liking that, huh? Can you make the other one go off? It's almost like Morse code.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
What light is that? Is that on the millimeter?
Yeah. Yeah? You
What's
wanna...
it for? Is that temperature?
That's temperature.
Jesus Christ. Scared the shit out of me. Sorry.
Oh, you're killing it. Okay, back away from that. You're gonna... Thank you.
Thank you.
You're gonna break my machine. No. Back away from that.
You heard him. Enough.
That's really weird.
That's a strange sound, too. It's not one that it normally makes.
Oh. Oh, that's going off.
But there was another one too.
Yeah, I think it's the REM pod.
It's the REM pod, yeah.
Can you back away for a minute?
Thank
Okay,
you.
can you touch... Back away for a minute. Just back away for a minute. Is your battery dying? Is that why it's going off, you think? Okay, now that it's off, can you touch it again for me right now? Thank you. Okay, back away. Back away, please. Just back away. Step away from it for a minute.
Thank you for moving away. Please.
Thank you.
Here we go. I know. I'm fixing because I've got... Oh. That's my temperature. Can you make both of them go off?
I think it hangs out
you have a picture of your uncle here? Look, if you go near this,
That's mine.
yours or mine?
That's mine.
Yeah, this one over here.
I've never heard it make.
You do make things make interesting noises.
If you go near the machines, you can make it do that.
I've never heard it make that sound before.
Just think of all the fun you could have had if these machines were around in the 70s.
Is it clear out there tonight? Can you see?
Yeah, it's mostly clear.
No clouds?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I can't tell.
Hey, did you want Yvette to sit back down on the bed?
If you do, make it light up green. And I'll sit down next to you. I just heard a voice. I heard a man's voice.
Yeah. No, I figure.
Can you back away from that machine?
Can you just step away from it for a second?
You're gonna kill it. Thank you. You're gonna kill the battery. Nothing in there.